this question, hey Doug, been struggling to learn BMX tricks. Been trying to manual for a month and still can't. I'm thinking about quitting BMX. Any advice on BMX and manual? I want your opinion, but I'm going to jump real quick and say, dude, if you're going to quit already, like it's probably not for you. And with all due respect, it's a hard sport. Like I think I tried tail whips for 2 to 3 years before I actually got it. Same with bar spins. Like it's hard. And you gotta have more love for it, as like you gotta love the process of actually learning the tricks and the process of the progression, and not necessarily just want to be really good really fast, because you're gonna hate yourself and you're gonna hate the sport for it. But what do you think?
Manuals is actually the next trick out to that we're working on. So
Okay.
I guess be on the lookout for that. Manuals, man, that was a trick. Any balancing trick is super difficult to learn. That's why flatland in general is just insane. Like those guys are just insane.
Yeah.
The amount of skill that takes, because anything that takes balance, especially on a bike that you're not, it's not like walking, like your body's not used to anything like trying to balance on anything other than just you walking or running or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to balance on one wheel on a bike that is completely unnatural from what your body's used to. So it's really difficult. And it is one of those tricks though, that you can learn anywhere. And how long did he say he was doing it? 2 months?
Like only 1 month?
Oh, so yeah, it's going to be like probably a year. Like no joke, before you got it like that, you know what I mean? It is one of those tricks that I would practice all the time. So going from spot to spot, I would almost like try to manual every single time. So putting something in front of you, so you have a goal of parking spaces.
Parking spaces are perfect.
Yeah. Okay, good. But I feel like that's kind of universally known in BMX.
It's like go for 5 spaces, go for 10, go for, maybe just 1.
Yeah. So you'll get to the point where you can actually balance forward and back, like learn how to use your legs going forward and back. And then you'll start tilting side to side. And then that's a whole other thing, is learning how to actually, you've got this motion down, the up and down motion.
Yeah.
But now you're starting to lean over.
Turn to the left and still keep that motion.
Yeah.
It's a complex trick.
Yeah. It's a hard trick to learn. It's not something you're going to get. But the good thing about it is it's easy to practice. So if you've only been doing it for, if you've only been doing it for a month or two, just keep with it, because you are eventually going to get it. One day for me, it literally just clicked. I don't know what it was. Same thing with hang fives. Yeah. Like I struggled, and I would like do a certain amount of parking spaces or whatever. And then one day my body, it just like something just clicked and I had it.
You had the balance.
It was a completely weird scenario for both those tricks, hang fives and manuals, of one day I couldn't do them, the next day I could do them. I don't know what it was. It's like my body was just kind of like, okay, there's the secret right there.
Huh. Yeah.
But it is going to take a long time.
The last tip for that, just because it brought up a funny story, just because you go super fast, it doesn't, like, you can manual more spaces really fast, but it doesn't count. Make sure it's controlled. And the reason I say that is because I do the same thing as you, like manual from spot to spot. And we were bombing a hill, right? So my dumbass thought it was a good idea to try a manual, and you loop out, right? If you loop out that fast, you'll realize it's not a good idea, because you can't run that fast, and it was terrible. So yeah, controlled, work your way up to it, but don't quit either. I mean, just love the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all on YouTube.